Well, hello and welcome to this episode of the Monday Minute, a weekly webcast for the nonprofit looking to generate results through smart funding and marketing and increasing your odds for success as a nonprofit organization. Today, I'm going to talk about creating an online fundraising plan. As the flowers bloom and the grass starts to grow, we know it is springtime. And as the story goes, every year, this is the time people clean out their house, clean out their garage, clean out the backyard. We call it spring cleaning. As part of spring cleaning, let me suggest that you also clean up your online fundraising act by tackling 4 main areas of concern, which will certainly, in turn, boost your success. Let's take a little bit closer look at these 4 concerns or tactics. Working your marketing, evolving your emails, catching up on your offline and online marketing, and tracking your actual numbers. Well, the starting action is to evolve your emails. The email portion of your online fundraising should contain 2 major points. These 2 points will help you create a smarter email-based fundraising campaign. Number 1, get organized, and remember, number 2, that content is still king forever and ever and ever. Work these 2 key initiatives into part of your online fundraising, especially that dedicated email marketing campaign. And here's some other tips to help you get organized for a more effective email campaign. Plan, plan, plan. Develop an email broadcasting program for communicating regularly with donors and prospects. And I will tell you about a solution at the end of today's webcast that may be just what you need. Think about your existing newsletters, action alerts, even your event announcements. Give those newsletters, alerts, and announcements a major template overhaul. Make them look fresh, modern, professional. Next, keep your content fresh and worth reading. Number 2, build your list. Don't buy a list. Learn how to build one yourself. Build your list from your newsletter signups. Give every person receiving your printed newsletter reasons to come back to your website and join your list. Give them some helpful, useful information. Always think about giving extra value by saying, if you will come back to the site and grab this information, it will be of value to you. Consider offering an incentive like a raffle ticket, a gift certificate. Be sure to snag signups to each of your next events. Look at your website. Does it have 1 or more places on the website to allow someone to enter in their name and address in exchange for more information? Do you have a mail list of your donors? Do you have a mail list of your supportive churches or sister nonprofits? And do you have a tell a friend link on your website? You know, when a person contacts your center from your website, do you retrieve the detailed information about the visitor, or do you just trash that email when you're finished with it? Make a list of the ways you can imagine generating new names and addresses to your list, and then use a tool that allows you to instantly and automatically send a personalized message to everyone on your list. Next, strategize and set goals. Determine what you hope to gain and what you're shooting for with your email communications. Do you want to increase the size of your supporter pool? Do you want to increase the number of subscribers by a certain amount? Do you have a current email plan that you would like to improve? Set some measuring metrics for yourself, such as a click-through rate, and then use a tool that will track the results of every one of your campaigns. Ask for direction. How often should you email your list? What day should you email them? What types of messages do your donors want to hear? A good way to find this out is to ask your donors. Conduct a survey. Call a few top donors. Make email communications a topic of your next volunteer meeting. Hold a small focus group for your core donors. Ask their input, what they would prefer to get. You know, some may prefer regular mail, others postcards. Some others may prefer a phone call. Learn from your donors and then tailor your marketing around those preferences. Then remember that content is always king, and so here's some campaign tips for writing your content. Be creative. Think about targeted messages for people who have expressed interest in certain subjects. Consider the roles of your various supporters, donors, volunteers, and prospects, and then design how you communicate with each one. This next point is very important, especially for every nonprofit. Avoid gloom and doom. People like to feel hopeful, not helpless. Allow your messaging to cater to this tendency. Include attainable goals. In other words, Every $15 accomplishes this goal. We're already 80% on the way to our goal. As we all know, people are not ATMs, and donors get involved with your organization for a number of personal reasons. And let me say this, sadness and hopelessness is not among them. Find out why they're involved, and this will help you reach that next donor more effectively. I say to mix it up. When considering your email strategy for the next months ahead, think of the fundraising appeal box. And when you're using an email as a fundraising tool, keep your messages varied. Consider A/B testing. Write 2 different headlines, 2 different sets of content, then send 50% of your list one and 50% of the list the other. Test and then track and see which one is the more effective. Test, test, test. You are not a mind reader. With that in mind, test your email communications over the first month of this test, and then as you send one version of your newsletter to half your subscribers and a different format to the other, you learn which is the better, which gives you the greater click-through results. And if you then plop down a pair of fresh eyes in front of both of these versions, which one does your friend think is more readable? What do those results mean? Test, 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 and then stay tuned for more tips in the next 3 series as we will include ways to increase your online fundraising plan. In my next episode, I will discuss how to fundraise in an economic downturn. In a time when gasoline is expensive and money is tight, you need to streamline your fundraising efforts. You need to make them inexpensive and efficient. And in an effort to keep the lights on and the computers going, you need a steady stream of income. Where do you want to turn? Of course, to the internet. And on the internet, there is a new solution I want to tell you about. It's called Contribute Life's new Smart Giving Plan. It's a service. It's an online donation processing system built to enhance your donor experience, plus giving you an incredible donor management tool that will give your center full control of all of your donations and donation events. Donors can set up recurring donations, supplying your nonprofit with regular support monthly, quarterly, or annually, while you manage and maximize your donations and your events with a complete donor management solution. ContributeLife.com offers an incredible package of secure donation page that matches your website seamlessly, complete with an incredible donor management solution for less than you might imagine. Your donor management tool allows you to stay in contact with your entire donor list while seeing in real time your donation resources. Our rich hosted SaaS, or Software as a Service, CRM, Customer Relations Management tool from one single dashboard. Why is this service worth the investment? Find out. Call me at 214-703-0505. So just look below this movie and type in your name and your email address, and stay tuned for 2, 3, and 4 as we go into this 4-part series on increasing your funding. Thanks for listening. Tell a friend, won't you, about the Monday Minute, and let's meet again for a cup of coffee as we discuss your funding options.